You want to stop caring so much about what others think. Good. That tells me you're tired of living in a mental prison. You've tasted the bitterness of approval addiction. You've glimpsed that your freedom is leaking out of you every time you shrink yourself, overthink, or distort your truth just to please someone else. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. You care so much about what others think of you because you don't fully know who you are. Or if you do, you don't trust that who you are is enough. This is not an insult. This is the beginning of your liberation. Let's tear this open from every angle. Humans are social creatures. Evolution taught your nervous system to survive by belonging. In ancient times, exile meant death. So, your brain formed mechanisms to track how people view you. It learned to scan for rejection. Approval became safety. Disapproval felt like threat. But you're not a tribal nomad anymore. You're not being chased by wolves. Yet your brain acts like you are. That's why a weird look from someone can spiral into hours of self-doubt. Here's the real kicker. You created a false self to protect your true one. A mask. You shapeshift based on who you're around. Parents, friends, strangers, co-workers. It's all a strategy. But the longer you wear the mask, the more you forget who you were before you put it on. And here's where it gets deadly. The more you seek approval, the more power you hand over. You become a puppet. Your sense of worth dangles on other people's moods, opinions, and projections, most of which are rooted in their pain, not your truth. Now step back. Who exactly is this other you fear? A person with their own fears, insecurities, projections, trauma, unresolved shame, hidden envy, childhood wounds, and a million inner contradictions just like you. You're afraid of ghosts. When you care too much what others think, you are worshiping a false god. You're letting flawed, temporary beings become the judge of your infinite potential. That's idolatry, not humility. Here's what the mystics and philosophers figured out long ago. There is no fixed you for anyone to judge. People don't see you. They see their story about you. They see fragments filtered through their own broken lenses. And those lenses change, constantly. So ask yourself, why fight so hard to control someone else's illusion? Let's go deeper. Society is not neutral. It's engineered to keep you insecure. Because insecurity fuels consumption. You were trained to care what others think. Fashion tells you you're not stylish enough. Fitness culture tells you your body is wrong. Social media rewards curated perfection. School trained you to seek gold stars. Family may have loved you conditionally. From birth, you were programmed. Be liked, be chosen, be good, be impressive. But here's the tragedy. You internalized the gaze of the world, and now you police yourself. Even when no one's watching, you fear judgment. That's the ultimate trap. That's the inner critic, the ghost of a society that doesn't love you, just uses you. The real reason you care what people think? Because you still want to be seen as good, lovable, special, admirable. You say you want to be free, but part of you still craves applause. You want to be respected, understood, praised, envied, adored. That's the ego's game. It hides under victimhood but thrives on validation. Shadow work means looking at that dark truth and not flinching. Are you really afraid of rejection? Or are you addicted to approval? Are you really hurt by criticism? Or are you bitter that people aren't feeding your image? Don't lie to yourself. Until you own your need to be seen as enough, you'll stay chained to other people's opinions. Some fear that not caring what others think will make them cold, arrogant, or selfish. That's a false binary. The truth is this. You can deeply love people and not give a damn about their opinions. How? By caring from authenticity, not fear. When you no longer chase approval, you start giving your presence as a gift, not a performance. That's real connection. That's love without manipulation. You don't stop caring about people. You stop needing their approval to feel whole. When you betray your truth to fit in, there's a karmic cost. You lose your voice, your fire, your freedom. You start to resent others, even if they did nothing wrong, because you abandoned yourself for their acceptance. And that resentment turns into bitterness, self-hate, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. So ask yourself, how many times have you betrayed your soul just to avoid discomfort? Now count the cost. Here's the bottom line. No one can make you free. No external validation will fix this. Not a partner, not a parent's pride, not a million followers, not a perfect body, not 1,000 compliments. Freedom is an inside job. You have to decide. My peace is not for sale. You must stop outsourcing your worth to unstable people in a chaotic world. Until you do, you'll always be a slave in a golden cage. Let's get practical. 1. Brutal honesty journaling. Ask yourself, who am I trying to impress? What image am I trying to protect? What would I do differently if no one was watching? Where am I lying to seem better than I am? 2. Deliberate exposure. Start small. Do things that might earn disapproval. Speak a truth. Post an opinion. Say no. Let someone misunderstand you and don't correct them. Train your nervous system to survive disapproval. 3. Reclaim the inner gaze, meditate, or sit in silence. Practice becoming the witness to your thoughts. Get familiar with your own presence. You must become more rooted in your own soul than in the opinions around you. 4. Cut approval triggers. Unfollow people who trigger comparison. Audit your media diet. Stop posting things just for likes. Stop fishing for compliments. Replace external praise with internal integrity. 5. Get around the truthful. Spend time with people who live their truth, not their performance. You'll absorb their energy. Truth is contagious. You will never fully control how others see you. And that's your freedom. Trying to manage everyone's perception is a full-time job with no salary and endless stress. Let it go. Stop shrinking your truth to fit into someone else's small understanding. Stop diluting your fire so others don't feel too cold around you. Stop apologizing for existing as you are, and don't wait to feel ready. You stop caring what others think not when you're fearless, but when you're tired of the cost. Be misunderstood, be judged, be disliked, but never again betray yourself. That's the first breath of freedom. That's the first spark of real power. Now go live from that place and let the world adjust or walk away.